I noticed that there is competition. But I was like, this competition kind of has nothing to do with me, okay? They're not bad products, I'm not saying they're bad, but this is like this is from like, I think 1974. So these are mascara guards. And this one's from Asia. This one's from, I don't know, Mary Kate or something. This one's from, I don't know. This one reminds me of female contraception. And this one's from Tweezerman, which is a huge brand. But the problem that I have is something like this is, the texture, the color, you can't see how much mascara is being put on here. I put this back in my bag and I clean it off with alcohol and use it again with all the eyeshadow and junk that's rolling around in my makeup bag. Like, you gotta be kidding me. That doesn't really accommodate my lifestyle or people that I know, or, it just wasn't a product right tool that I saw was a need to prevent mascara smudging and clumping. So I decided I wanted to make something that was disposable. A lot of my inspiration came from stuff like oil blotting paper, things that Q-tips, things that you kind of take for granted, but at some point somebody must have been like, I don't want to put a whole ball of cotton into my earball, or I don't want to wipe this with a real tissue paper. There's got to be something there. So the simplest idea ever, and I'm going to do a live demo, which I do for my stores all the time. I wrapped it like this. They come individually wrapped, 10 in a pack like this. These are all in your goodie bag, so you can go take them later. The writing is backwards, so that it reads frontwards in the mirror. And the main thing is, the other huge problem I have with this is one size does not fit all. So I said the curves have to be distinct so that it fits many different eye shapes. My small eyes are very different from your very large eyes, are very different from other people's very wide eyes, So I was like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I believe I focus grouped about 200 different eye shapes so that nose bridge clearance was clear, that it didn't obstruct anyone's, anything, like it didn't hit the top of their forehead. And I came up with the design. It took about 1.5 years after I decided to run this, create this company, to come up with, to me, the perfect shape. And that was all part of the research and development phase as well. So I have this prototype made. And so I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm 50% there. No, I'm about 22% there. So I have a prototype. Fortunately, because I have a design background, I did my own logo and industrial design and created the package and selection and all that. But the other 50% I really didn't account for, like accounting and legal and this and that and getting a website set up, LLCs, and you're like, I mean, I'm a creative person, and I was like, and I could do basic math, but this is overwhelming. So those were a lot of other obstacles that I had to overcome in the pre-stages and research and development as well. So we come up with this product, and does everyone want to see a demo how it's used? Okay, and if you go onto my website, there's this video that my model does as well. So you take it out and you look in the mirror, it says small curve, large curve, Asian eye, non-Asian eye, right? So you take your favorite mascara, and I do this blind, so sometimes I look all crazy, and you literally lift it up as crazy it is, and so this will be black when you're done. And it avoids getting here, and then you can flip it right around, sorry, and you can get the bottom lashes. I won't do that because I have poked myself in the eyeball doing that without a mirror, so super easy tool, and then throw it out when you're done. And they're hypoallergenic paper, and it's a super easy concept. Again, conceived kind of from the oil blotting paper idea. I was just sick of getting stuff all over my eyes, and this is kind of the only way that prevented that, and I made a very simple business out of it. So that was all pre-stuff. Last year, January 10th, I remember the date, I launched. And the phrase, build it and they will come, that is not true at all. Don't ever believe that. Somebody tells you make a great product and press is gonna be knocking at your door. And I expected that, you have this envision, I think my product's great. All my best friends tell me that my product's great. And you go live, and it's not that your product isn't great, it's just that you need to really put in a lot of legwork and be very creative with the way that you market yourself, position yourself, the personality of your brand. You can't just say, oh, here, send it to Vogue and expect them to print it in their March issue and say this is the best thing that ever existed.